Here, this is just showing the triangle inverted pyramid again as it sets itself up, showing these two parts coming through. And again, just using the pen tool to create all these shapes. So finding the gradient, you already have the gradient in the library, so just kind of a little review as you take a look at the shapes, and then once you have the gradient annotator, you can edit those gradients, give yourself the light and dark pattern that you want to have for each of those shapes. And then the elliptical shape was just skewed and rotated in order to place onto the base, and then once you have that finished, it'll give you that selection on the side, so it gives you the illusion on both top and bottom. And one has the stroke, and the second one on the right. Taking the stroke out shows just the power of the shading to help define the form without the outline. So you have two ways to look at it. And that'll give you that decision. That'll be the first one, inverted pyramid, top and bottom, the light. The other one has the same idea at the top. You can quickly illustrate that. Doesn't matter what gradient you have, you can choose from the library. Just remember that you're saving the gradient in the gradient editor, and it'll show up in your swatches panel. But then once you have this, it's a linear right now, set to linear gradient, so it's just a vertical strokes. Place this in here, and then once you have it, you can duplicate it and create the shading inside of it. And this will allow you to add into the section two panels, just copying it on the one side to create the little doorway, and just holding the shift key places it into scale, and you can change the coloring and modify the colors either direction, and just using a red to purple on the color scheme on the color wheel builds that part out. So you have that selection, and then when you take the picture, just isolate the image into a screenshot. And the last one, we could use it as a three-dimensional model, but just taking a look at it and seeing the panels, just as easy to create it straight away. The three-dimensional model we can get to. It's just changing the purple color schemes. Once you click on the colors in the gradient annotator, it'll show you those swatches that you can change. And then again, highlighting it, taking the stroke off.